Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Halloween streams. Today we're playing a very special game, as we are often doing. We are playing Dracula Resurrection, a French sequel to the novel Dracula by Bram Stoker. It is also a point-and-click adventure game. It is also done with 3D CG and FMV in first person, and there's 5 parts, outlasting the original company that made it. This is literally Atlantis with vampires. That's the best way to sell it. It's also the most accurate way to sell it, and we couldn't be happier to bring you the original version, because we did play this many years ago, maybe 10 years ago. We played this game on YouTube. We played the version that's on Steam and GOG. And we thought it was strange. The version that's on Steam and GOG, you just kind of snap forward through the story a few times. Turns out it's based on a mobile port that removed most of the puzzles. We can't have that. So now we're playing the original, 1999 or 2000, depending on which language you're playing it in, Dracula Resurrection for PC. It was also released for PS1. And if this version somehow completely shits the bed and this stream ends up not working, that's our backup. But hello. You can barely see our outfit. It's just pure black on camera. Thank you for the nice words about it regardless. Do we have a filter? We do have a filter on. Hold on. Let's fix that. Let's take off the retro effects for a moment. Hello. So here you can see we have actually a proper jacket on. We have a cape, and of course the cravat. The cravat looks very visible. But yeah, this is what it actually looks like. We can put the filter back on. The filter looks pretty cool. Dome. Although maybe we will remove the bendy part. Hold on. There we go. That's better. So are you ready? Oh yeah, we have been aware that there's been audio issues in the recent streams. When we were editing the Project Zero supercut, we realized that there was a lot of cutting in the audio. So we've now moved our microphone. It's still off screen. It's just off screen. We're almost touching it here. But it is now closer to us. As a result, we have removed the gain that we had on it and now working off proximity instead. And we've also applied a ducking to the background audio. This means that when we're talking, the background audio will go down. So that way, game audio should not be as much of an issue. We will mention this regardless. We are hard of hearing. We're very hard of hearing. We struggle a lot with audio mixing as a result. If the audio is bad on our streams, please tell us. Bitch about it. Just be very vocal. Hey, the game audio is too high, too low. You're not clear enough. Do all that stuff, because we would rather you nag us about it so we can fix it than you not mentioning it, because we will probably not notice it until it's too late. With that said, let's play some Dracula Resurrection. Also, hello Moto, hello Missan, hello Rize. Any second now. There we go. Borgo, 1897. Oh, first-person shooter! Hello, Shadow! Dracula! He's in the box? Oh yeah, so this is basically the end of the novel.
We have finally managed to destroy Dracula.
But changed.
Terrible price. Quincy lies dying at our feet. All we can do is be with him as he slips into oblivion. Mina is saved, yes, but for how long? The vampire's blood runs in her veins. Though the marks on her neck have disappeared, who knows whether they will reappear or not one day. True, we all saw Dracula disappear, yet not one of us can say for certain whether we have actually defeated the fiend.
Okay, so the original the version we played a few years ago didn't have that intro. So that was meant to be the end of the novel Dracula. And if you read that novel, you'll notice there was some key differences. You see, in the novel, Dracula does not die in sunlight. Sunlight only makes it so he can't transform. But yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Somewhere here we can click. There we go.
Jonathan, please excuse my writing, but my hand trembles so I can barely hold my pen. After you left this morning, a strange dizziness came over me. I went out for some fresh air, and when I looked up, I was at Carfax. Dracula's home was summoning me as if he'd returned and wanted me again. As I write, I can no longer master the power that is drawing me there. I'm leaving on the first boat to Transylvania. I feel that I must go back to the castle. I am powerless. I must find out what is happening to me. Don't attempt to follow me. Your presence would only complicate things. Forgive me. Mina.
Seward, my fears were this morning overcome by affinity for Transylvania. Dracula. Investigating in London whether the threat is real. We will have new allies to battle. And be post haste. She only has it. I hope I find too late. Jonathan.
What happened there? It was working fine, then suddenly it started skipping. That was kind of strange. Oh, whoa, 3D saving. Let's make sure the saving works. How do we save? How do we save? Okay, did it work? All of these buttons are like, you can't press what you think you should press. They're all very randomly oriented. But yeah, what was up with that skipping? This is the inventory. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. They didn't actually do anything. They just made it look like they were gonna do something.
Welcome, stranger. Welcome to my humble inn.
Is this a sparkling noise?
Two brutes didn't hurt ya. I cannot imagine what got into them. Never mind. You must have had a long trip, and it is already very late. Now, sit by the stove and get warm. If you need anything at all, I'm there in the kitchen. Please feel free, make yourself at home.
Hold on, there's a sparkling noise? Like, was it intentional? Hold on, we're gonna bring the game up and listen to it to see what you're talking about. Let's go back. Oh god! Oh god, that's horrible. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. Hold on. Hold on. Thank you for noticing that. We see, that was not on our end at all. That was only on OBS. Hold on. We can't tab out of this game, by the way. Hold on. Somewhere here you can click yes. We tested it before. There we go. Yeah, no. It was not the game having bad audio. When we listened to the stream, it was completely different from what it sounded like to us here. Should we switch to the PlayStation version? That might be the safest option. Just give us a moment, and we will get that ready. Yeah, thank you for letting us know. No, we can't act, for once we cannot blame the French. This is 100% OBS. This is 100% OBS. Let's see. Let's need to make sure that we get the right there we go. But yeah, thank you for noticing that. We will be fixing this at all. Oh, we will be blaming the French a lot later, don't worry. We don't remember if this game has some kind of horrible racist shit in it, but if it doesn't, we will be surprised. That's all we'll say. Like, have we played a single French adventure game that didn't have horrible racism in it? Your retro achievements login is no longer valid. Oh, okay. Wow. Oops. A hardcore mode is currently not currently enabled. Yeah, no, we don't want that. Thank you. Alright. I just need to make sure. Just gonna work out. Right, this is gonna take a few minutes to just set everything up first and foremost. You know what? Let's just use another game as a test game to make sure while we set up the emulator properly. If it wants to. Hello? Okay, cool. Let's set the game. It might have to do with like the game not supporting separate audio the way we had it. Wow, that's strangely cropped. Why is it like that? There we go. Spearland Lunar. You know, the plans we have for some Lunar Dock things would validate that concept. Alright, it's gonna take a minute. Really hoping this is the English version we're getting. I probably get a controller to use.
Gloucester, Massachusetts, October.
It's funny, right? So this is Alone in the Dark 4. This game is fascinating because it's it was made for Dreamcast and PlayStation 1. Specifically, those two platforms. There is a PC and PS2 port, but that was not done by the main developer. And PS1 and Dreamcast are so vastly different styles of, like, you know,
in the dark.
Hardware that it makes it really, like, confused. Like, you would expect it to be PS2 and Dreamcast that was, like, the ones that they were actually, like, setting up. But no. Up to the audio. The audio is... Oh, it's because of the fucking controller having a fucking... There we go. We hate that the DualShock... yeah, double barrel gun. There's also a triple barreled shotgun in the game. As you can see, this is look at that. This is the Alone in the Dark game that really wants to be Resident Evil. Like, look at this. Status caution.
Aline? Aline?
Cornby, is that you?
Yeah, now you got to see a little bit of Alone in the Dark 4. Okay, how's the totally legal acquisition of the game going? Another minute. Okay. What else can we show while we're here? There was static noise in that game as well? What? What the hell? Wait. Then what is it that causes it? It does not have manual blinking, no. Okay, we have changed some settings now in the audio. Let us know if it still happens. We're testing with the unreleased Superman game now. Has the static been an issue in other streams recently? Seems fine here. Superman gaming with tank controls. The way God intended. It's inconsistent. So strange. Could it be the microphone? Let us know if it happens at all during the Superman gameplay. Hasn't happened in Superman so far. Okay. Oh wow. This game has like Dark Souls dodging. Door. Gotta cool it down. By the way, this unreleased Superman game is generally considered the best Superman game. Make of that what you will. Yeah, this is super speed, by the way. Okay. Power off. Okay, let's get Dracula ready on. But yeah, we turned off a few audio devices that weren't on earlier. Hopefully doing that have fixed it, but we'll see. How do we refresh the game list here? Just F5 maybe? No. Folders. Scan for new games. Oh, we forgot to actually put the games in the... Fuck, where do we put them? We actually oh god, we're such klutz. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay. Select disk 1, start the game. This looks kind of squished. What do you want to say? Let's see. Graphics. Okay, that's a loading screen. Can we like force it to actually be 4x3 somewhere? Okay, no, that's fine, actually. The static noise is back? What? How? Okay, hold on. We're gonna mute the fucking game. Now only our fucking microphone has live audio. And we're gonna watch this intro together. And now we're switching to only game audio.
Nach wochenlangem Kampf ist es uns endlich gelungen, Dracula zu vernichten. Doch der Preis, den wir zahlen, ist hoch. Quincy starb vor unseren Augen und wir konnten nur tatenlos zusehen. Mina ist gerettet, aber für wie lange? Das Vampirblut...
Now we're mixing microphone and game.
Selbst wenn die Spuren an ihrem Hals verschwunden sind, wer garantiert uns, dass sie eines Tages nicht wieder auftauchen? Wir alle haben zwar gesehen, wie Dracula verschwand, doch niemand unter uns kann mit Bestimmtheit behaupten, dass wir das Ungeheuer wirklich besiegt haben.
Yeah, apparently we accidentally got the German ISOs. We will fix that later. Yeah, we know our microphone pick up phone, but we need to listen for the static. We don't understand what's causing it. Because like there's no other audio sources now except for the emulator. God, they really... Even in this version, it's impossible to click on things. Miss Sun said there was static. That's save? Why is there a save menu before the start of the game? You can't skip cutscenes in this version. Oh, no, you can. Okay. Just takes a while.
Seward, mein Freund. Meine schlimmsten Befürchtungen haben sich bestätigt.
Oh god, this is super awkward to control. It's fine now.
Willkommen, Fremdlinge meiner schlichten Herberge. Ich hoffe, diese beiden Rohlinge haben Sie nicht verletzt. Ich weiß nicht, was in Sie gefahren ist. Doch sicherlich, Sie haben eine lange Reise hinter sich und es ist schon spät. Wärmen Sie sich dort am Ofen.
The static is back.
Ich bin in der Küche, falls Sie etwas brauchen. Fühlen Sie sich wie zu Hause, hier entlang. Und wenn Sie etwas wünschen, rufen Sie mich ganz einfach.
Hören Sie, ich muss so schnell wie möglich zum Schloss. Ich hab's wirklich eilig.
Zum Schloss? Der Weg ist weit und unsicher. Sie sind sicher erschöpft. Vergessen Sie das Schloss für diese Nacht. Ich werde Ihnen ein Zimmer richten und morgen reden wir darüber. Machen Sie sich keine Sorgen.
Morgen wird es zu spät sein. Ich muss so schnell wie möglich dorthin.
Müssen Sie wirklich? Wir befinden uns am Vorabend von St. Georg. Wenn es Mitternacht schlägt, wird das Böse die Welt beherrschen. Wissen Sie eigentlich, wohin Sie gehen und was Sie erwartet? Bleiben Sie hier, um Himmels Willen. Ich flehe Sie an, bitte.
Okay, we have no idea what's causing it then. Because what we just did was we switched the microphone on and off throughout that cutscene and we heard no difference. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna... God, it has to be something with the filter, right? Okay, you know what? We're gonna take, we're gonna try something here. It might not work, but we're gonna try it regardless. We're gonna take that compressor. Pasty that. Take that. Because we've now changed it so that the regular desktop audio is on. We're gonna just quickly reset the scene. And see if the static comes back again. So let us know if it has static or not when we get to the tavern scene. This is such a way to have to do this. And yeah, Shadow, you asked earlier. We were playing the English PC version first. Okay, here we go.
Willkommen, Fremdlinge meiner schlichten Herberge. Ich hoffe, diese beiden Rohlinge haben Sie nicht verletzt. Ich weiß nicht, was in Sie gefahren ist. Doch sicher, Sie haben eine lange Reise hinter sich und es ist schon spät. Wärmen Sie sich dort am Ofen. Ich bin in der Küche, falls Sie etwas brauchen.
Seems good now.
Wie zu Hause. Hier in
Because we have now changed some of the other settings again.
mich ganz einfach.
No static. Did you play the English PC version from that's on GOG and Steam, or the CD-ROM version? Because they're kind of different. Testing one more scene just to make sure. If it's working now without static,
Zum Schloss.
we will go through and play it. We gotta switch to English, but
Sie sind sicher erschöpft. Vergessen Sie das Schloss für diese Nacht. Ich werde Ihnen ein
oh GOG, yeah, then you missed half the game.
Machen Sie sich keine Sorgen.
Morgen wird es zu spät sein. Ich muss so schnell wie möglich dorthin.
Müssen Sie wirklich? Wir befinden uns am Vorabend von St.
Ja.
Georg. Wenn es Mitternacht schlägt, wird das Böse die Welt beherrschen. Wissen Sie eigentlich, wohin Sie gehen und was Sie
How
erwarten?
much for you to play this in German? A lot. Because we don't understand a word of it. Yeah, was there any static there? Or did it work? Seem good? Okay. Well, in that case, we are just gonna get the English version. And then we'll play... Actually, you know what? No, we can play the PC version now, right? Because the issue wasn't the version. The issue was the settings. We fixed it. Hopefully. Maybe. So let's go back to the PC version. That's easier for me. This is gonna be fun to edit around, by the way. Oh, great. Right. Remember, we changed the thingy. Hold on. And then we need to crop it. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, let's pretend that... Actually, no, we should probably watch the intro again. No, we can just edit that together when we do the full version. Yeah, the Roadman Valley games we will play in German. Well, the last one we will play in German. Because it only exists in German. But, yeah, let's go!
Jonathan.
Actually, no, hold on. You changed your mind. Oh, it seems to be working really well now, actually. We just completely lucky with clicks. We're gonna start the game over because we want to make sure we have all the audio crackle free. Okay, so now just 45 minutes late. Let's play Dracula. Borgo, 1897. Wait, note that they don't have any, like, warm clothes on. Mina is sitting there tits out. Like, what the hell?
After weeks spent battling the monster, we have finally managed to destroy Dracula, but at a terrible price. Quincy lies dying at our feet. All we can do is be with him as he slips into oblivion. Mina is saved, yes, but for how long? The vampire's blood runs in her veins. Though the marks on her neck have disappeared, who knows whether they will reappear or not one day. True, we all saw Dracula disappear, yet not one of us can say for certain whether we have actually defeated the fiend.
Yeah, so that's the end of the novel Dracula. Except in the actual novel, Dracula is not killed by sunlight. But yeah, indeed, Jonathan, Mina, and Quincy like intercept Dracula on his way back home and kill him. So let's see what happens afterwards. Funnily enough, this is only one out of 2 FMV video game sequels to Dracula from the 90s.
Jonathan, please excuse my writing, but my hand trembles so I can barely hold my pen. After you left this morning, a strange dizziness came over me. I went out for some fresh air, and when I looked up, I was at Carfax. Dracula's home was summoning me as if he'd returned and wanted me again. As I write, I can no longer master the power that is drawing me there. I'm leaving on the first boat to Transylvania. I feel that I must go back to the castle. I'm powerless. I must find out what is happening to me. Don't attempt to follow me. Your presence would only complicate things. Forgive me. Mina.
Seward, my friend, my deepest fears were founded. This morning, Mina was overcome by a fit of insanity, and she took off for Transylvania alone. Apparently, Dracula is back. Could you start investigating this matter in London and find out whether the threat is real? If so, we will have to recruit new allies and go back into battle. Beware, and be careful. I am leaving all post-haste to catch up with Mina. She only has a few hours lead, and I hope I find her before it's too late. Jonathan.
Everything seems fine so far. No static, no crackling, nothing like that. The FMV seems to be working now too, so that's nice. Gotta make sure that the saving still works. Does. Nice, nice. Okay. So yeah, if you played the GOG or Steam version, you have missed out on half the game. Because they cut out most of the puzzles. Because they're based on the iOS and Android version. That for some reason, in order to make them easier, they just like took out most of the puzzles. So you just click once and the puzzles are automatically completed. Not all of them, but most of them. So this is the original version from 1999 or 2000 if you have the American version. God, he looks so terrible. He looks like a caricature of a British guy. And again, this game is made by French people.
Welcome, stranger. Welcome to my humble inn. I hope those two brutes didn't hurt you. I cannot imagine what got into them. Never mind. You must have had a long trip, and it is already very late. Now, sit by the stove and get warm. If you need anything at all, I'm there in the kitchen. Please feel free, make yourself at home.
Alright. We are in. The game is afoot. Let's go talk to this guy.
I want to go to the castle. What is the shortest path?
To the old castle, but it has been deserted ever since the Count disappeared. What do you want to do there, stranger?
I don't have time to explain, but it is very important for me to get to the castle immediately.
You ought to wait for daylight. The path is strewn with traps. You'll have to face countless, unimaginable dangers. You'd better stay with me. We'll have a drink together.
I cannot. It's a question of life and death.
Whatever you like, young man. Well, you can take the old bridge behind the inn, but it's not safe.
Is that really the only way?
Oh, in any case, it's certainly the fastest.
The animations are amazing. The hyper detailed faces makes us think of Atlantis 3, actually.
Madam, I must go to the castle as soon as possible.
To the castle? It's late. The road is long and hardly safe. You must be exhausted. Don't bother about going to the castle tonight. I'll get your room ready and tomorrow we'll discuss it.
Tomorrow will be too late. I must go to the castle now.
Do you really have to go? Tonight is St. George's Eve. At the stroke of midnight, all the evil roaming the world will be master on Earth. Do you realize where you're going and what you will face? Stay here. Don't go. For your mother's sake.
Imagine it's in Swedish. Trust us. We were really hoping there was a Swedish dub. We found out about this game when we worked at Game. You know, the old store Game? It used to exist. I think it still exists in the UK and nowhere else. But we found this game secondhand copy at Game. And we were like, this looks like absolute trash. But it looks like our kind of trash, you know? And then we just didn't get around to playing it until we played the GOG version. And we kept thinking that this has to have been dubbed into Swedish. It's from that era. It's from that era where we actually did that stuff. But no, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Alright. The farting closet. Oh, we need a key for this. Probably. Ooh, where are we now? Candle. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That FMV is not supposed to go that fast. One man's trash is one's Lesbiandrea stream. Exactly! Speaking of trash, did you see that they're releasing a physical copy of all the Blood Rain games? All 3? First time the third one ever gets a physical copy. Announced today. Hello? What was... Is that like a... spyglass? Okay. Oh, we're not allowed to go here, apparently. Okay. Oh, is this supposed to be, like, flooded or something, maybe? Gotta go fast! Oh, wow. The stairs are probably really well animated, but like we just swoosh past. Maybe we should have played this on a that crackle, by the way, was something we heard as well. That was not an issue with stream. Wait, there's no other rooms? Look at this. This is an inn. This is where you go up for the rooms. No rooms, no rooms, no rooms, one room. Garlic. What are we doing? Okay. Not allowed to go there? Okay. So we're here for the fucking vampires, but like we can't take the garlic? That seems like an odd choice. Ah. Door handle. Oh, wait, what? All those here? Oh, here. Okay. Oh, look at that. You want a doorknob? No? Okay. Okay, nothing new to talk about there. Nothing new to talk about there. There's like a cupboard behind him, though. Guess we can't go there, though. Right. Pons Lacus. Lacus must mean lake, right? Lacus Metallum. Oh, that okay. So Minecraft is to the right. Pickaxe blocks. Like, come on, makes sense. Yeah, let's go play Minecraft. Okay, no, apparently. Not supposed to do that. Fair enough. This.
Get from this cabin, otherwise you'll have to me.
What?
Away from this cabin, otherwise you'll have me.
One more time?
Away from this cabin, otherwise you'll have to answer to me.
What's with the FMV sometimes skipping and sometimes not?
Away from this cabin, otherwise you'll have to answer to me.
Okay.
and don't come. Go and don't. Go and don't.
So strange, because like this time the opening cinematic did not skip, but these are skipping now? Okay. No, that's where we were before. Okay. Nothing new to talk about. Okay. We mentioned earlier that this is one of have you raced on a Minecraft track and crossbows yet? Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Plans for Snapcube is same as last week. We'll be watching it together in voice call on the Discord server. Hold on, what was that? Nothing. Okay. We must have missed something upstairs. It's the only thing we can imagine. What? Not allowed to go out there. Oh, we have to use this every time? Okay. What's that? Hello? Secret room behind the wall. Okay. Yeah, episode 1 of Do No Harm is so good. We can't wait for episode 2 tonight. Right now we actually have no idea what to do. I guess we need to find like a matchbox or something so we can light the candle in here. Or a key to get this open. No, we didn't think we would get stuck this fast in the game. Then again, this is a French adventure game, so maybe we should have assumed that we would. Gotta get pixel hunting. Yeah, if you're interested in watching Real Time Fandub Part 2 together, that'll be happening at midnight, which is 85 minutes from now. In our Discord server. We'll be watching it together. So, like, there has to be a way to get up here. Like a plank or something. See if we can find something along the road. French adventure games love to have things placed in, like, the hallways. Well, this isn't a hallway, but gameplay-wise, it's a hallway. If you remember Atlantis Evolution, there was, like, a particular point in that game where you had to, like, go backwards in, like, a fork in the road to pick up some vital things that nothing in the game hinted you towards. Really worried about the shoppy FMVs. Worst case scenario, we might switch to the PlayStation version for that reason instead. The problem with playing like old games like this is that they're very difficult to get working as intended. And then it's also very tricky to test them without just playing through the entire game. You know? Like, we tested it. Like, we made sure the game was launching, that the opening cutscene was running as it should, that we could walk around. It was like, cool, this game is working. And then, like, we get into actually streaming it. It's like, oh, wait, hold on. There's a bunch of other shit that isn't working. We have plenty of backup games, worst case scenario, though. Like, we have so many backup games for Halloween. We've said before, we've extended the Halloween streams throughout November as well. And, oh, the amount of games we have on the list. We really want to play... So there's another FMV Dracula game. It's called Dracula Unleashed. It was made for the Sega Mega CD and the PC, and it is, without a doubt, one of the funniest fucking games ever made. Like, genuinely, like, that game is hilarious. And unlike this game, it's like, it's not 3D CG, it's live action FMV.
From this car, otherwise you'll to me.
Yeah, it really does actually kind of bug us that the FMVs are skipping. Hold on. Hold on. Save that. Quit. Yes, thank you. We're gonna see what the English version of the PlayStation version, if that's ready yet. It looks like they are. Nice. Alright. Cool. Let's get those going then. Oh. This time we will not be rewatching the cutscenes, don't worry. The Adventure Company. They're still... No, they got folded into Microids, right? Or are they still around? Can someone verify whether or not Microids are still around? Sorry, not Microids, the Adventure Company. Because the Adventure Company, like, published basically all adventure games between, like, 2000 and, like, 2006. God, this game is uglier. That's okay. It was sold to the Acuno, of course it was. Of course it was.
Welcome.
This game has the same issue as Atlantis on PlayStation 1, in that like the FMVs look fine, but the actual regular gameplay looks like garbage. Right. We're just retracing our steps right now. This game... No, this is PS1. Did we say PS2? The only Atlantis that's on PS2 is Atlantis 3. You can play this? Well, yeah. I mean, you could play it on PC as well. It's not like it requires a sturdy computer. It's from 1999. Right. Need a match box there. Now I can watch this. Ready? Ooh. Wasn't that cool? Yeah, playing old FMV adventure games like this on console is kind of frustrating because of the loading times. And to be fair, if you played it on a computer in the 90s, you would have loading times between the clicks as well. But generally not as bad as on the PlayStation or the Sega Saturn. Like, we have a copy of Myst for the Sega Saturn, and it's funny, if you do the speedrun of Myst on Sega Saturn, it takes about 7 minutes. You want to know how fast people speedrun Myst on PC? We believe the world record is 14 seconds. And using the same strat on Saturn will take you about 7 minutes. Because of loading screens like this when you're walking. Ooh. Ah. It's like we're playing it in 3D. We don't know if it's possible to, like, what is it called when you, like, make a device run faster? It's called trimming in Swedish, but, like, I don't know if it's possible to trim the disk reader and the emulator to make it, like, faster. It might be possible. You think this game has achievements on retro achievements? Okay, now we gotta figure out which button brings up the item menu. It's the circle button. Oh, sorry, 37.5 seconds on PC and 3.55 on Saturn. What? How the fuck did it get sub 5 minutes on Saturn? That's ridiculous. On hardware? Or an emulator? Maybe it's faster if you run it from the hard drive. Or something. Also, it's 37.5. We thought it was 14 seconds. Really? 37? With zips? Or without zips? We could have sworn it was 14 seconds. Okay, so now we're caught up to where we were in the PC version. So what could the game possibly want us to do? Not seeing any matchsticks around, huh? No. Yeah, because in Masterpiece Edition they added zipping in the in Myst, which makes it significantly faster because you can skip screens. And we're pretty sure 14 seconds has been achieved with that at least. We could also be misremembering, of course. I think our fastest was like 55 seconds, which is like not impressive at all, but I guess we didn't think about the fact that maybe we can like interact with things in these screens. Nothing here. Okay. We played this on Duck Station, by the way, in case you're wondering. Generally our personal preference for PlayStation emulation. What we used for Dino Crisis 2 earlier this year as well. Nothing here. Okay. I don't remember this game being particularly bad with, like, the puzzles, but we could also be misremembering. That's a common thing for us, after all. It kind of bugs us too that, like, Jonathan doesn't comment on shit, like this thing. Like, yeah, we have to do something here, but, like, Jonathan, can you say what you're thinking? Like, what are we looking for? Do you want the ladder? Riven impossible in 21 seconds. Huh. Interesting. Can we walk? Game? Okay, no. Oh, guess not. Fine, we'll go this way then. Myst is one of those series that we keep meaning to replay. We genuinely haven't played through them properly in over 10 years. And like they used to be some of our favorite games. And still are, to be fair. All five of the mainline Myst games are really good. And Uru has its charm as well. Just kind of wish it didn't have platforming. The game would be better without its terrible platforming. Hold on, wait. Where did we come from? Did we come from here? Oh. Okay, the cemetery. We missed that last time. Alright, let's go there then. Okay, what's here? Cemetery Calvarium. I have no idea what that means. Let's go to the cemetery. The Atlas... Does this normally happen in the cemetery around here? Is that supposed to be like smoke? It doesn't look like smoke. Holy shit, their cemetery have like demon ladies with their tits out? Damn. Romania fucking rules. Well, we always assumed we didn't want a grave, but now we have to reconsider. We really missed the era of like, ooh, a site. We missed the era of like 3D pre-rendered backgrounds because they had such a special sense of both like fantasy and realism to them. There was a horror game announced today or yesterday maybe that's going for like that fixed camera pre-rendered style. It looks really promising. We don't remember what it was called right now. All right. Let's harvest some souls. Wait, that's actually what we were supposed to do. Wait, what? What? Jonathan, what are you doing? Oh, the dragon. That means that Dracula is back. Do you think this game had mouse support on PlayStation? Should we check that? It might have. Hold on. Controllers. Mouse. Oh my! It does. It actually does. Okay, there's one problem though. Okay, how do we oh shit. It's like it's capturing our mouse. So now we can't set the left and right click. Yeah, okay, we can pause it like that. All right. Clear mapping. Pointer mouse. Okay, I can't do that. That's fine. Because the problem right now is that it seems we can't convince it to... Oh, okay, okay, enable mouse mapping. That's the issue. Okay. Alright. There we go. Oh, nice. Hunting or pointer? Okay. But yeah, now we have mouse controls. Holy shit. We did not expect this game to have that. That is actually really cool. Oh, that makes things so much nicer. Okay, let's see if we can also up the CD-ROM reading speed. Because that would be awesome if we could do that. Oh, read speed up. Okay, we have tried. Yes! It's not super fast, but it's faster. Hell yeah. Okay. Right. Wait, we were supposed to go to the other place. Hold on, let's go back to the cometarium. There was two paths. Yes, this way. Now that we know you can increase the drive speed, we might actually consider playing the PlayStation version of Alone in the Dark 2 at some point, because that's the main annoying part with that. Then again, we also have the Saturn version now, so maybe not. Okay. What's that? Yes, of course. That's the slingshot? What was that? Yeah, it's a slingshot. Ooh, dragon symbol. So the whole dragon thing is basically like it's built on the idea that Dracula is based on Vlad the Third, which is, we're sorry to say this to anyone who likes that, not really true. There's some inspiration, but it's like it's similar to like how hold on, I will respond to that later. Basically, it's similar to how like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is somewhat based on Ed Gein. But like that doesn't mean it's actually meant to be Ed Gein, you know? Leatherface is not Ed Gein. He was never meant to actually be Ed Gein. Despite what Ryan Murphy's fucking Netflix show claims.
Go away! And don't come back!
Yeah, we got to hear it this time. But Dracula, what Dracula took from Vlad Tepes III is him being a Romanian count, and hid the name, because Vlad Tepes was a member of the Order of the Dragon, which made him a son of the dragon, and Dracul is dragon, just like Moto said. So like that aspect was taken from Vlad Tepes, and that's it. That's it. That's all that was taken from Vlad when Bram Stoker wrote Dracula. But yeah. Oh hey, new options.
My God, you shouldn't have touched that object. Misfortune is again our lot. Beware, you don't know what powers you are dealing with. It's Dracul. Dracul the devil.
Dracul? Is this in any way related to the Count?
Dracula means the son of the dragon. In our country, Transylvania, the dragon is a very evil creature. It wreaks chaos and total destruction. The dragon is the guardian of the gates to hell.
So Transylvania's not a country. My wife wanted to put her favorite vampire media. Oh, a very, very, very good question. We are kind of annoying in that we think vampire media tend to suck. No pun intended. If we had to pick a favorite, Vampires, maybe? That's Vampeerz. Vampires. That one's pretty good. We like the original Carmilla novel. Or short story, more like. We like, we like the 1930s adaptation of Dracula a lot. It's very not book accurate, but that's fine. It's good. It's good on its own, you know. Bit. It's funny you should mention Bit, Lee. That's actually something we're going to be watching, like probably later this week. We're going to be watching Bit. It's been on our backlog for a long time, and yeah, that's a lesbian vampire film with a trans woman in it. So that's really cool. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. That's a really good one. Yeah. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 and Part 2 deals a lot with vampires. What else do we have? We've heard Sinners is really good, but we haven't seen it yet. Have seen very few films this year. Code Vein. We like Code Vein a lot. Although they do fuck up a bunch of the basic vampire stuff, like not showing you drinking blood for some reason. We like Vampire the Masquerade, the tabletop role-playing game. And we like at least the first 2 RPGs released for PC. We haven't played all the newer ones. But like Redemption was pretty good. The first Bloodlines is messy, but the fan-made fixes makes it really fun to play. And we are excited to play Bloodlines 2 eventually, even though it's not the game people were hoping for. What else? Let's actually, we have a, I think we have a list. Hold on. We have a list, we're pretty sure, of vampire games. Hold on. Do we not have a best... Do we not have a vampire games list? What? Yes, we do. What the hell? What? Must have saved it elsewhere. Huh. Okay, well, we can't read that then. There's a few more good manga that are good vampire stories as well. And we mentioned vampires already, but also like Miss Vampire Who Lives in My Neighborhood. That was really good. That one has an anime too, by the way, if you want to watch that. We like Scarlet. That's I think that's the name of the manga. We have we like Vampire Junior. No, what's it called? Okay, God of the Moon High School. That one's pretty good. That's a manga. Liberta. That one's pretty fun. Michiwari Soul Monogatari, Vampire After the Doomsday. Scarlet Lily Bond. JK of the Vampire Lady. The Vamp Doll's Bride. Vampire-chan X Junior-chan. Vexations of a Shut-in Vampire Princess. That one also has an anime. Hold on, there's supposed to be like one that has a visual novel coming out. Which one is that? Is that Vamp Doll? That might be Vamp Doll. I'm gonna check. It has like a Steam page. Hold on. I think it might have changed names for the English release. It was Vamp Doll in the original Japanese release, but we haven't updated this list in a while. Where are you? The Vampire's Bride, the novel game on Steam. That's based on that manga. And it's upcoming. Okay. Now you've heard a bunch about vampire stuff that we like. Castlevania was mentioned. Castlevania is very hit and miss, in our opinion. Good Castlevania is great, of course, but like bad Castlevania is painful. We really like Order of Ecclesia and Lament of Innocence. Those are probably our favorites. Okay.
I found this slingshot at the foot of the cross.
A slingshot is very practical. You can always count on it when you're hunting or poaching. Me, I hunt birds near the lake. You can see them up in the big old oak tree. There are always plenty of birds there.
There was also a bird on the cross. It had been crucified.
Ah, the fiends! I'm sure it was Viorel and his men. They're Dracula's infernal minions. They're bloodthirsty brutes. Me, I hunt for my food. But them, they kill for their sacrifices. But what devil do they serve? They disappeared for a while, but recently they have come back.
How do we save in this version, by the way? The mouse doesn't work for that. Maybe we have to, like... Oh, we don't have the controller plugged in anymore. Hold on. How do we do this? Maybe controller port 2? Analog controller, automatic mapping. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Can we pause with this now? No, we cannot. Are you supposed to save on the PlayStation mouse? The PlayStation mouse doesn't have any start buttons. Maybe we did it the wrong way around. Maybe we should have the controller in port 1 and the mouse in port 2. No, then it doesn't work. Okay. Range. This seems like a design flaw in the PlayStation mouse. Oh, the cool 3D save menu is not a thing in the PlayStation version. We actually did like that. It was pretty cool. Okay, yeah, it's very slow. We're just gonna use save states instead. But like, why can't... Maybe you can save from the inventory menu. Nope. So you straight up can't save with the mouse. That is a choice.
When I pulled the stones away in the cemetery, I found a strange ring. A mysterious blue light was pointing right to the spot.
Did you see blue flames? Blue flames only appear on nights when the demons have broken their chains. Tonight, no man in this region will dare brave the outdoors, even if the flames pointed to a spot with a buried treasure.
Buried treasure?
When I was a child, my grandmother would tell me the story of the invasions that beset our country for centuries. Practically every square inch of this land has been steeped in men's blood, but the invaders never found much. The peasants preferred to bury their most precious possessions rather than see them fall into the hands of the barbarians. It is said that their gold is cursed. Get that ring away from me!
Okay. So the idea has to be that we're gonna use the slingshot on the guy by the lake, right? Or not. Huh. Huh. We were certain that was it, but guess not. Maybe we should like hunt birds with it, like the man said? We genuinely thought we had made some progress here, and then we just ended up being stuck in the same way regardless. Let's go to the lake and see what happens. Alright, the mine. What about that?
Get away from this cabin. Otherwise, you'll have to answer to me.
Okay, you say that, but what if we show you a Dracula symbol?
Get away.
Okay. But what if we use a slingshot on you?
Get away.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's go to the mine then. See if we see something there. Wait, where the fuck are we? Navigation is so complicated in this game. Wait, what? There's a path here? This is new, we think. Oh, a ladder! Oh! So pretty. Gotta move super slow to show off the graphics. Oh, hey look, animation. Yes, we know we already had a slingshot equipped, we forgot. That was it? Okay. Sure. Yeah, so do you know of a game called D? Just the letter D. It's a 1993 or 4 first-person adventure game. Spoilers, it's also about vampires. The D stands for Dracula. And that game was super proud of its 3D environments. That entire game is animated. Like all the movement, you walk around in first person, it's all animated. And this meant that you know how slow we're moving in this game? You move throughout the entire game that slowly, but like all of it is super neatly animated. If we're gonna knock him out anyway, couldn't we just use the rock from the slingshot? Okay. Loot? Now we're making progress. Killing him was the goal. Apparently. Actually, did he? Wouldn't he have fallen down here? Or there? Where the fuck did he go? Like, we hit him over here, right? But there's no corpse here. Can we use the doorknob here? That'd be so funny if this doorknob works on multiple doors. Nope. Oh well, it's worth a try. So we got a knife. What else do we get? That's all we got. Oh yeah, flute. flute and a knife. Okay. Do we know what to do with a flute or a knife? Nope. It was a splash? Okay. The mine doesn't even have any interactivity points, so not sure what we can even do here. Did we just go back? Yeah, we did. Alright. Maybe we can fight this guy with a knife.
Go away! And don't come back!
Come on, guy has one eye. We can, like, take him on. We have depth perception. Maybe we can play a little ditty for him.
Go away!
No, okay. Well, we tried. We tried a peaceful way. Time for violence. Well, we say that. We don't know if we will be violent towards him or not. Look, we meant the flute, not the knife. That was the peaceful way. We genuinely don't know what we're trying to do right now in this game. We've already entered into just try everything on everything mode.
I see. It's the flute belonging to the ruffians who were sitting there earlier.
Do you know what they use this instrument for?
You still have a lot to learn about the servants of evil. They use it to call each other. They communicate with one another by playing a melody.
Then that's their rallying cry. Do you know what melody they play?
I watched them. They weren't paying attention to me. They thought I was drunk, but it takes more than a dozen drinks to befuddle my brain. I remember the tune they used to call one another. Here it is.
Okay. That's not a very inconspicuous way to call someone. Playing a loud tune on a flute. By the way, we were gonna have like vampire teeth for this stream, but like we genuinely couldn't get them to stick on properly. Like, yeah, no, they fall out. By the way, we will be this game is gonna take more parts. We were hoping we could do it in one streaming, but then we had all the technical difficulties that delayed it. But we're probably gonna continue playing this as early as tomorrow morning. Damn. gotta be joking. Is this actually what we're gonna do? Again, we tried the peaceful way. Good work, 47. Oh, could you imagine a fucking Hitman game that's like pre-rendered FMV? Sorry about that. Obviously, you lose a lot of the fun of like the creativity, but still.
Did you see that? The sign fell down and knocked the auger out. Fiorel is going to be furious. I have to hurry downstairs and lock the doors. May the good Lord protect us.
Wait, the sign fell down? There was not a sign? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, so now we go out the back way. Okay. Yeah, we genuinely would like to see a an FMV style Hitman game, because like, sure, you would lose some of the creativity of like not being able to like customize your deaths any way you want to, but like, it would also be really fun to just make it a point-click adventure game. You can still have multiple solutions, you know. Right, we have keys. Wait, didn't we need keys in the inn? Oh, we can't go out in front. Wait, we also can't climb up. Do you think we're gonna die? Hold on. We go in here. We don't know if you can die in this game. Wait, wasn't there a guy here? Could have sworn we saw a guy here. Can't go back inside. Okay. Oh well. This way? To the bridge? To the bridge this way? Oh wait, no, yeah, we need a key here. Right? Here. But it's 2 keys. Is the right one? Yay! Oh, now it's looking like Atlantis. Going in beneath the king's seat. Information? Nope. So shame the PC version wasn't working, but now that we can play this game with mouse and fix the loading times on the PlayStation version, it's actually fine. Did we just take that? Oh yeah, we did. Okay. What's that? Like a pulley or something? Okay. To be fair, only Atlantis 1 had game overs. That was something that the French adventure developers seemingly got rid of after Atlantis 1. But also, early on in Atlantis, you can't really die either. It takes a lot to start. The only way you can die right at the start in Atlantis is by refusing to is by agreeing to pour Melian's wine. Which, by the way, is an awesome game over, but, you know. But, you know, it's definitely more Atlantis 2 or 3 in terms of its, like, general approach to design. Just tell the queen you don't want to do it. Not the queen. But you're right. You can tell. You can tell. Agata that you. No, not Agata. No, yeah, Agata that you don't want to do anything. That's true. Okay, so the bridge is now out. This was where we were meant to go. Yeah, we are gonna play Creo's other adventure games at some point. How do we end up going here again? Because Atlantis is far from their only one, you know? I don't get it. Like, we got a key, but like the only keyhole we've seen apart from the well was the one inside the inn, but we can't go into the inn anymore. The guy is gone. See, this is not a sign. We're not sure what it is, but it's not a sign. Oh yeah, the moment of silence. Yeah, of course. My name is Eloy, and I'm old. Yeah, that's a great one too. That also has death scenes, but that predates Atlantis, so that makes sense. Sorry. We're missing something here? No, there's nothing here. Probably like a pickaxe or something to break down this wall. Oh yeah, for sure. God, Broken Sword in particular, like Broken Sword 2, we love Broken Sword 2. Wait, no. Sorry, no, Gabriel Knight 2. Gabriel Knight 2, we love Gabriel Knight 2. Oh, wait, hold on. What was that? What was that? Uh-huh. Yeah, Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within. Just genuinely, like, such a cool game. Oh yeah, we do not agree with that. People who say that Gabriel Knight 3 killed the adventure game genre are just full of shit. Because what killed the adventure game genre, for the brief time it was dead, which it was, I mean, honestly, we're playing one of the games to kill it now. It was an oversaturation of needlessly convoluted puzzle games with bad storylines. Gabriel Knight 3 is not even a bad game. But, like, people exaggerate so much Gabriel Knight 3's badness. Like, it's fine. Is it as good as 1 and 2? No. Is it fine? Yeah. It has some obtuse puzzles, but honestly, not worse than most of the genre at the time. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You know, to be fair, kudos to Activision for one thing. When Activision acquired Sierra, and as a result, the Gabriel Knight series, they kept those games in circulation. They're still being sold on Steam. And you know what? We do respect that. You can still buy Gabriel Knight 3 on Steam right now. That's more than you can say for some of the other infamous adventure games. You cannot buy Leisure Suit Larry box office bust anywhere. For example. No, this is what we needed key. Speaking of bad games we're gonna play on stream at some point. Leisure Suit Larry box office bust. Oh wait, that's not it? That's not what the key is for? Oh.
Did you know that this instrument belonged to the men who shoved you as they left? Be careful. They mustn't find you with the flute, or you'll be in very serious trouble.
I wonder what they use this instrument for.
One day when I was in the attic, I saw them near the bridge. One man played a melody, and another man showed up directly. I don't know whether they saw me, but they left right after that.
The bridge has collapsed. It was very hard for me to get back to the inn. You must help me find another path to the castle.
Virel is furious. I had to lock the doors of the inn to escape his anger. I think he's convinced that we're helping you. I'm so afraid. What is to become of us?
I need you more than ever now. How can I possibly get out of the inn and reach the castle? If there's no other way, I will have to confront Virel. Too much is at stake.
No. I cannot let him harm you. Those people have made a pact with the devil. There is no way you can win. There may be a way out. A few days before he died, my late husband told me about a passage through the cellar.
Hurry! Time is short. Show me.
Alas, I never knew what he was talking about. But he seemed so frightened, so ill. You may find some clues in his notebook. I put it away in the cupboard, but I beg of you, be careful. Whatever is down there, that is what killed my husband.
Okay, now we get the key to the cupboard. The fart closet. We already made that joke, but...
After weeks of searching, I have finally understood the purpose of the dragon ring. The ring is a key to hell, to the world of the dragon, and the door to that world is just below us. I must hurry. I must protect my family. I have blocked off the passage and hidden the cursed ring in the spot where St. George protects the living and the dead. In the name of all the saints, may that door remain forever locked. Our lives depend on it.
Well, good thing we already have the ring. You got something to, like, light this candle with. Wait, no. This... We literally do. Have you played the Book of Unwritten Tales? Oh, yes! Yes, we have. That game's good. Don't know if we ever finished it. Why do we have our left hand on WASD in space, as if we can use that playing this game? But yeah, no, Gabriel Knight 3's Goat Puzzle is not as obtuse as plenty of other adventure game puzzles. Like, it is absurd that people make a big deal out of that when, like, stuff like fucking, like, basically any of the King's Quest games exist. Oh, sorry. Yeah, broke his... We keep mixing them up. Even though we know, like, if you ask us the difference, we can tell you the difference between the two series. But whenever we talk about them, they keep, like, so, like, blurring together for some reason. Peasant's Quest? Oh. Yeah. Oh, 666. Of course. That's how you know it's serious. It invokes the number of the beast. Do we really need that animation? And the dragon, like, really deep throats that fucking tail, by the way. Oguricap or Maruzensky? Grass won the nut at Brian. What? Wait. What? Why are we talking? Oh. Oh fuck, that was the way out. Shit. Well, back around we... Oh. Back around we go. We didn't know that was a way out. That is so rude of the game to put like that. Yeah. We figured it out afterwards. Wait. How the fuck do we get back to the inn? Oh. Haven't been here yet. Maybe we were supposed to go get here. Okay. Where was Jonathan standing while that happened? And on that terrifying note, we're gonna stop for tonight. So, yeah, because we're about to watch the real-time fan-dub do no harm thing in 12 minutes, we're gonna be stopping here. But we will be continuing this game tomorrow morning. However, before we leave, let's go on a little bit of an adventure. Let's skip over to this screen. Wow, that is not aligned properly. There we go. Let's do that, and then we're gonna just bring up a YouTube screen real quick. Hold on. Lesbiandrea old channel, videos, full screen. How are you doing watching SnapTube together? Just go into, you're on the Discord, right? So like, just go to the, on the Discord, just click on, we'll tell you in a moment. Okay, we're gonna go down to, Halloween streams here. Might have been fast to just search Dracula. Oh no, here's Dracula 2. Dracula 1. Okay, let's see. So it took us about an hour of actual gameplay to get to where we were. Now, that's after we ignore all the technical difficulties. Let's see how fast we get there in the mobile version of the game. This is the mobile version of the game. That's on GOG and Steam. And it doesn't have the original intro. Let's see. Okay. Not in the first part, at least. That's nice. Okay, and here, right? Is it? No. Okay, that's not it either. We want to see how much faster it was. Maybe it wasn't that much faster in the end. Okay, so 8 minutes into the third video. Oh, and we just lost the whole thing. No, there it is. Okay, so 20, 35. Okay, so around 40 minutes. So far, 20 minutes slower in this one. But yeah, no, if you want to watch the SnapQ thing together, in our channel we have something called the Open Stream Chat. That's where we will be watching it together. So just hop on over there. Anyway, see you on the next Dracula playthrough, and love you all. Special thanks to Arachnopunk, Bean, Dale R, Eggleston, Fadeleaf, Garland, Harahase, Hokase, Hutch, Yules, Case Murbuck, Lucario Boo, Loose Queen, Emerald Bloom, Moto, R. Hilson, Rain, Rumray, Saga Music, Shadow Winchester, Spider-Man News, The Coyote, and Yorocha.